Every couple of months, people who have become irrelevant decide to go on social media and make statements that they know will be considered controversial. They, at the end of the day, simply want clicks on their posts. And God of War's original director, David Scott Jaffe, decided to do that very thing, saying the widespread panning of Forspoken was driven by a-holes who clearly don't like women, black people, or PlayStation. But before we get into the topic at hand, if you enjoy the content that I create, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Follow me on social media like Twitter or mine so that you can see when my content is posted. And of course, if you do really enjoy the videos and the live streams that I create, please consider becoming a Dark Titan via Patreon or a member via YouTube memberships. So, this is, of course, a Bounding into Comics article. In his latest embarrassing attempt at signaling his virtue to his fellow adherents of critical identity theory, the original God of War director David has declared that he will be buying Square Enix's widely panned Forspoken solely out of spite towards the a-holes who clearly don't like women, black people, or PlayStation. Now, I have had to talk about this game a couple of times at this point because it is very controversial. It released and people do not like it. It is buggy, it's broken, the graphics are awful, the character dialogue and writing is just abysmal as well. Overall, it is not a good product, and it is getting very poor ratings, but he has decided to come out and say if you don't like it, you're an ist. It says, per the review aggregator Metacritic, the PlayStation 5 release currently holds an average of 68 out of 100 across 66 critic reviews, but offering his 2 cents on the situation after taking notice of the negative attention the game was receiving in the days leading up to its launch, he took to his personal Twitter account on January 23rd to say, "I have no strong opinion on Forspoken at the moment. Played the demo, enjoyed it, but not looking to drop $70 on it." So first of all, he spelled it wrong, he capitalized it, everyone's kind of roasting him for that. I do think it's a little bit funny, but he said, "Anyway, the pile-on has me thinking of this and how as I've gotten older, I've realized there is no bad creative output like ever, and that is definitely not true. Things come out all of the time that are bad, that are awful, and that deserve to be criticized," but he doesn't think so. If, it features a woman or a person of color, it instantly should be praised. After encountering further negative criticism of Forspoken, he began to take the discourse personally. Finding himself at a breaking point, he returned to Twitter to later say, "I'm inches from pulling the trigger on Forspoken at $70. Part of it is the good stuff I'm hearing from people who are playing it and the fact that I did enjoy the demo. The other part is, wanting to buy it to spite the a-holes who clearly don't like women, black people, or PlayStation." Now, I personally did not buy this game because, first of all, it is not worth the $70. I don't even think a lot of games deserve to be $70, but this one doesn't. And it has so many problems. The dialogue is just very cringe, and I hate the word cringe, but it is really cringy. The writing is just so bad. It's like they had writers who were completely out of touch with what younger people say. Like, the main character is constantly saying, like, bet instead of yes. She's like, bet. It's kind of annoying. And the graphics are just not what you would expect for being on a PlayStation 5. They would be great if this game released in 2015, but we're not living in that time anymore, and we have expectations and higher expectations for companies like Square Enix. When they're releasing a game at $70 and they're saying it's a big experience, it's going to be, this awesome game, this new IP, they've even talked about doing a sequel to this already. That is why people do not like this game. It's not because we hate women or black people or PlayStation. I own a PlayStation, and clearly I don't hate women. And to top it off, I'm perfectly fine with seeing people of color in my entertainment. He went on to say, to be clear, the tropes about black folk in Forspoken are shit, plus they were called out over a year ago and Square did nothing, but I'm talking about the players who are being dicks for no reason, so I assume it's racism and console war and misogyny. Well, maybe that's your problem, is you are so out of touch with people, you just assume if someone doesn't like something, they're an ist or a phobe, and that is definitely not true. Everybody is panning this game right now. I mean, even critics are saying it's not great. They're being very generous, I think, with their reviews because it's sitting right around a 68. I think that's being pretty nice. Probably a bit too high, but there's really not a lot of people who are saying that it is perfect, it's amazing, it's exactly what I wanted out of this title. He decided to also double down and say that he was buying Forspoken to spite the people for whom them being racist, misog, or console wars are motivating factors in slamming it. It is just not a good game. It is simple as that. And funnily enough, he has gotten roasted over these tweets. People are saying things like, I'm on the right and I have seen zero comments about her race as a reason to not buy the game or her sex in general. And I have to agree, I have not seen any posts like that from people saying, I'm not buying this game because she is a woman. Haven't seen a single person say anything about sex or race. Stop using that stuff to deflect valid criticism. I don't even know why he cares so much about this game. It's not like he's a producer, a director, a developer on it. He's just putting in his 2 cents, trying to get attention. Nobody is refraining from buying it for those reasons, and you know it. This is why I say you are a liar. The demo was bad as hell, bad graphics, ugly HUD, ugly particle effects, bad performance, board combat based on stop. The game just is bad. It does not even deserve to be bought for $30. People are just, telling him he's wrong, and he hates that. He doesn't like to be told that he's wrong, but as you can see, the original God of War director has decided to throw a tantrum on social media instead of actually looking at why people don't like this game, making him look even more pathetic than he already did. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this and found it important and informative, please make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.